So my mom actually,
The talent.
she was like, I don't know how they come out their ass. Like I don't understand. How do they do it? She
You
was
did
like,
it with your
"I don't
hand, your knuckles. If
I had
you
nothing
hard.
wrong. You just wrap it.
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
can't.
I mean, I'm like, these are nothing compared to
And,
like most women.
I need
They're
a little-
way. A lot of women are.
No, I had mine short and curved. I had the short natural curve.
Curve.
I just had the little hook to it, so when I went like that, it looked cool.
Got my Carmex
And
and
I'm
my
like
apron.
picturing you in my mind as a teenager.
I love it. I love it.
Scary. I was one of them breakdancing teenagers. I wasn't average. I was a breakdancer and rapping on the corner, carrying my linoleum. Like what? I didn't even know dudes was trying to talk to me. I thought they was trying to battle me.
That's funny.
What's the truth? I was that chick.
Nigga hit you with the yo, what's up? And you like, what's up?
No, they just stare too long and I start doing this shit. I'm using it on stage tomorrow.
Where are you performing at?
I'm going, what's tomorrow? Yeah, I tell you, on the 7th though, if y'all want to come to that show, because that's a real show, it's going to be at Falcon Inn in Hawthorne, or is that Westchester? It's off of Rosecrans by the beach, like before the freeway, like off of Hawthorne and Rosecrans, somewhere.
You ever perform at the Comedy Union?
All the time.
Really? I've never. Or maybe I have.
I go there like probably once every 3 months.
Oh, okay. I work there. I started in April.
Oh, you just start working there?
4 minutes before we go live.
Ends is a trip, ain't it?
YouTube, you already know what it is. You know what you gotta do. You gotta hit the like button, the share button, the super chat button, all them buttons. You know what I mean? We got 4 minutes before we go live on Dash Radio. I want to shout out all of our YouTube followers who pour in here to listen to these shows. Trust me, we got another heater on deck.
Make sure he knows you're on it. He's
What
bougie.
you
That
picked
kind
for
of
the
shit.
topic?
It's like, I'm really I treat you this and why?
Yeah, I don't have any problems with ins. The other girls do, but I don't speak in the speak. Like I'm not thirsty, and that's why I'm in a relationship that was happening. People could just not be so goddamn thirsty.
Good luck with that. Yeah,
It's
but
been-
if you let him know, watch how different he treats you. You gonna be managing that bitch.
No, I'm
What?
good.
Listen, we
I'm
live. What kind of sidebar talk you got going on? Hey, YouTube, say what's up to all the ladies in the house. We only have 3 right now. Should I reveal the ladies for the show? Let's just reveal. Fuck it, I don't care. There you go. You have Claire Kia, you have Peaches, and you have... I'm going to give her a name. Henri.
Hi.
That's Betty Boo Boo.
No, that's Betty Boop. Yes.
Betty Boo Boo.
Yes. She has a Betty Boop vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Say hi to everybody, little Betty.
Hey, it's Betty.
Hi, it's Betty.
I thought of a nickname for Claire Key.
What's Claire Kia's nickname?
Tough Talk.
I like that. Yeah. Stop talking so motherfucking tough, Claire Kia.
I don't.
What, you want to scrap or something? Who you flexing on, Claire Kia?
They don't like direct ass women. It's fine. My nice voice, but I'm like, yes.
2 minutes before we go live. Normally I reveal, the topic before I put it in the description. I wanted to hold on to this one because it's some fuckery. A lot of people be sending me fuckery topics. I guess they think I won't do them, so fuck it. We gonna do another fuckery topic today. It's gonna be crazy. So I expect everybody to hit the like button, the share button, the whole get down. You under dig? We got 3 minutes before showtime. I want everybody to sit back, relax, and enjoy more of this. Sorry.
Closing image to VOR radio.
The clumsy fingers.
I love these drops. I swear to God, these drops is crazy. Voice of Reason, August 19th. Download the Dash Radio app. It will appear on the app. So get ready, man. Who is this? Melanin folk? Let's get some shout outs going in the chat room. I see everybody in here. Sugar Crisp, Tanya, Reggie from Indiana. Somebody's channel is called Another Channel. Wow, that was okay. A Brit Atwater, Kenobi, Aluka, Al B Sugar. What? Mimi. Mimi is in the building. You know, everybody loves it when Mimi walks in. You know how we do. We got 60 seconds before we go live. Let's pull it up right now. Let's get it started. 60 seconds. All right, here we go.
Here, plug it in. Put me.
How you doing? I'm good. How are you?
Oh, take that one. And I'll take this.
What's wrong?
She's asking for a chair.
Yeah.
She's asking for?
Think you were to take this one and then down.
We still go on Friday.
Just had a fight with my woman over something trivial told her. We rarely have confrontation, and if the shit I said really was old, real talk, I think she get it from my mama. Her bitterness passed down home. Tip attack when I'm calling out a drama. She too defensive to listen, I'll pull. So looking at, I got problems. Yeah, the type of vibes that I need. I couldn't get the whole religion serious. They know it's all another time that I need. Between working or being so lazy, what's the time zone difference? Only I'm with you. So I figured I'd call in early. Turn my life down, mercy. I got praying tuned in. That's the show. That's the show. So just lay it down. So everybody take this one. So the forces of reason, yeah.
Turn it up so you can hear.
Hey, so I'm calling your show, 'cause I need to know. Show me which way to go before I throw my man out the door.
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story.
So she's driving me insane. Got stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games. Man, I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light. See the light.
Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turn-offs, fantasies, and fetishes? Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about good heavy stuff? The child wasn't his, and you still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I was like to kiss a woman's ass. Is there something wrong with that?
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it tickles my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Monday evening. The crucible of lies continues.
Oh, wow.
We're starting off there.
Ladies and gentlemen, I know I've made a big to-do about mansions versus VOR. But you have to understand something about the voice of reason. It's legendary. Mansions is brand new. The voice of reason been around since 2008. The voice of reason is accomplished.
Mm-hmm.
You on the dig? That new channel is not called Mansions Radio. It's called Voice of Reason Radio.
That's right.
Huh. All them He-Man women haters out there don't want to see the VOR soar. It's going down, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back Monday night. Let me see who's on the line real quick. Hopefully this is... Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from? You can't?
He was white.
How you?
Because he said he can't stop masturbating. Niggas can handle these.
You think?
Yeah, they can handle all of this.
Caller, you're on the line.
Yo, what's up, so?
I'm alive and well. Who is this?
This is Lord Abraham, man. Looking forward to you coming down, visiting with us in Houston, my man.
Oh, really? August 10th in Houston, yes?
That's correct, good sir. That's correct.
At the...
Looking forward to having you come on down and hang out with us for one good night.
Man, I hope they ready to have a real conversation, brother.
Yeah, man. That's why we bringing you down so we can talk a little bit about love. Those who lost, those who have, those who will have, those who may never have.
So all the people in Houston who get down with the Zoe Williams show, the Voice of Reason, the 5150, all them shows that I'm on, come through. Where are they coming? They coming to the Ensemble Theater? Where's that located, sir?
Sir, that is located at 3535 South Main Street in Houston, Texas.
I'm finna go to Houston on the 10th.
That's right.
In the dig, I'm finna go down there and cut up. Somebody holler at me when I get in town, man. Let's go see the city. The Fly Cigar Lounge. Let's go see that. I want to see that. Yeah. You know, I go through Houston. I don't stop.
Okay. Well, so this is your first time. Y'all heard that this is first time over. So y'all come and catch you on August the 10th, man.
So how do people get the tickets, bro?
They go to eventbrite.com.
And look up what? Attitudes and Solutions with Zoe Williams?
Love it.
Sounds like that. Correct, good sir.
There we go, man. Hey, I appreciate you taking out time in your day to facilitate this contact with the folks that are watching, listening all over the place. Thank you so much, brother.
I appreciate you, though. Look forward to seeing you, man.
All right, my Houston family, come on, support us. Appreciate your call, bruh.
That's right.
Y'all have a good evening.
All right.
You too.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Attitudes and solutions.
Well, I know it's going to be some attitudes,
And there's going to be some solutions.
you know.
Whether they use them or not.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? People bring me out to little events like this, and I can't call it little. This is a significant event. People bring me out to these types of events, and they expect to hear, that fuckery. I'm not finna give you the fuck. I'm gonna give you some shit you probably never heard before. All the things you believe in, I'm gonna attack it and tear it down. Mimi, they know. When they start doing this shit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we know.
They thought shit was gonna be peanut butter and jelly.
Nah.
It's more like peanut butter and jelly with some more peanut butter.
Oh, God.
I'm just saying.
Okay, just, wow.
Nah, with some more
I wonder if
peanut
that drove the point home or not. I don't.
Hey, ain't nothing like a double peanut butter on both sides of the bread with that jelly in the middle. That's where the good stuff is, you know?
And then there's another event going on. I just don't have the flyer in front of me.
I'm hungry.
August 1st in South Carolina, they're doing the Hidden Colors premiere. They're doing the Hidden Colors premiere.
Oh, shoot.
I'm in Hidden Colors 5. Shit gonna be crazy.
Dope.
Yeah,
In the house.
Shit about to be lit.
Lit.
I know I look like an old, disheveled uncle. But that's okay. I clean up nice when I decide to. Oh, here it is right here. This is what I'm looking for right here, ladies and gentlemen. I think I just flew past it. It's right here. Right here. There it is. Power in One Clothing presents the screening of Hidden Colors 5. Thursday, August 1st, 2019. $20 early bird tickets. Registered tickets, $25. First showing, 4:30 p.m. Second showing, 8 p.m. Mint Museum at Randolph. 2730 Randolph Road, Charlotte, North Carolina. Y'all should get there. Contact phone number 704-493-3666. Oh, contact email info@pioclothing.com. Thursday, August 1st. Gotta shout it out. I'm a part of that whole little Hidden Colors movement, man. Hidden Colors is that shit that blew up.
Yeah.
And I think it's important. You know, there's a lot of peaches is running around this motherfucker.
Oh, shit.
Not knowing shit. Gang banging on Christianity's side of the game.
Jesus.
Well, on the Christ side. Fuck all that.
Sacrificial, nigga.
Christ walking. Christ talking. Christ doing.
Oh,
She
shit.
walking.
Oh, God. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
we be sea walking.
I'm sorry. Right, I'm not even treating YouTube right. There it is. I got y'all now. You guys are good now. All right, here we go. Today's topic. Again, there have been a lot of women low-key hitting me up with topics. Now, what bothers me about the women in these topics is this.
Here we go.
You guys like sending me topics, but you don't like calling in to deal with the topics you send me. Apparently, we ruffled some feathers over the past few episodes. Now, listen, if this is your first time tuning into The Voice of Reason, please understand just a taste of what we do. This is a female roundtable where I police they ass when they start hemming and hawing on the non-accountability side of the game. You know how many, Zoe, you should do an accountability show that's come in from women? The ladies are grading y'all now. Now the women done turned on you.
They gotta call in though.
You got to speak into the mic.
They have to call in to turn on us.
I'm just saying the women have turned on you. I like mansions personally. All the women. They say you guys are not accountable.
Call us and tell us that personally, how we're not accountable.
Why you want to fight? Nigga, this ain't high school. This ain't 3 o'clock. Meet me at 3 o'clock in the parking lot.
No, but at 5, whenever you say they could call in, they can meet us and tell us why we're not accountable. We really want to know because we think we being 100. Not think, we know we being 100. At least I know I am.
You think? You think? I don't know.
Well, you know what I got to say about it. I always keep it real. So I tell my story. We all have a different narrative, but at the end of the day, I tell mine, and I keep it real.
All right, 1 2 1 2. I had to turn it up. Yeah, don't turn it down because it's connected to all of this.
It's extreme.
Yeah, you're gonna have to use some more headphones.
Here,
You got to get her another
switch,
pair.
Give her that pair and you take this pair. I'm good.
Yeah, don't turn it down.
There you go.
Well, I meant to tell you not to plug anything in over there. I kind of used that one.
Oh, okay.
For some whole other shit.
Got it.
It was my bad.
Now everybody putting the thumbs up because it sounds right. Doesn't it sound right? The volume is right now, isn't it? You motherfuckers look good now. Good. Yeah, my man. Thank you. She over here turning the volume down. I didn't warn her. All right, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Today's topic, produced by a female. Wait, should I call you guys females? I know the feminists say don't use female.
Produced by a woman?
Okay, before I get into the topic, what's wrong with men calling women females? Like, I heard it's like a big deal.
It's not.
What's the deal?
Okay, so I don't have a problem. I think that the issue is that it's like the most general term that you can use. It's not specific to anything. It's just, that female over there, that could be, it could be talking about a female goat, a female human, female. Like, what exactly are you speaking of? A woman, that is what we are. We are human, so we are a woman. But female, that could be any mammal.
Ladies, do you guys agree? You concur?
Doesn't really bother me. I was like, it doesn't bother me. I just know that that's the reasoning.
Well, it doesn't bother me either way. It doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Nothing someone says about a female or any type of derogatory. Even when I listen to hip hop and they're saying women's a B and this is that, I say it with them. Hey, B, whoop, whoop. They're not talking about me. We singing a song. My point is, I don't take nothing personal.
That's pretty wise.
I take that shit personally. No, you know what song irritated me? I ain't gonna lie. Pop Your Pussy. I couldn't stand that shit. But when I'm alone, now listen. Now this is where I get to be contradictory. Because when I'm alone in my mirror, in the bathroom, and that song come on, I be popping my pussy. But when it's on in public, I refuse to dance in front of men when that song come on because it's just like, I'm like, look at them watching us pop it.
But you know what's crazy? This is why they hate the voice of reason.
That's a real statement, though.
How you judge and scorn the very thing you do.
But nobody saw it.
But you
saw it.
But you still did. And I was popping that shit like, what, nigga? But in public, I'm like, no, I refuse to pop my pussy because that song is on and you're a man and you want me to.
You're not speaking into the mic.
I refuse to pop my pussy like that in public because you're a man and you're watching every female do it on the dance floor. And it's like, no, I refuse.
Does pussy popping have a purpose? Is it just to amuse yourself when you're at home, or is it some type of sexual dance ritual?
Luke Skywalker's beat. When you hear I wanna rock, and that boom, boom, you can't help it. But it's real hard to refrain in public, but I can do it.
Peaches be on some straight
bullshit. That's some real shit, though. Because if it was saying, come on, girls, let's work it, I'd be like, yeah, let's work it. I'm doing it in public, but pop your pussy, shake your thing. I got to do that at home alone.
Let's go back to the accountability thing before I read off this topic. Do you think you were logical?
Yes.
Okay. Turn your mic off. All right. I got rid of her for the remainder of the show, hopefully. Ladies and gentlemen, today's topic is amazing. A woman's guide. You guys are going to have to guide us. But let me tell you, I smell bullshit. I'm going to call it. Today's topic, a woman's guide to casual sex. A deeper look at what it takes to hook up without attachment or commitment. This is about to be crazy to the motherfucker. I got questions. I got questions. Are gold/goal diggers the masters of casual sex? What kind of investment is being made during the act of casual sex? If it's casual, there's no attachments. So where's the investment? And if there's no investment, how then does one catch feelings? And who's more prone to catching feelings, men or women? The number to dial is 323-230-4610. Call me. I want to hear your story. Today's topic, a woman's guide to casual sex. How does a person have sex without emotional attachment? Is it even possible? Or are people doing what they normally do in intimate interactions? Frontin'. 323-230-4610. I need to hear from all the ladies out there who think they can have casual sex without attachment. I mean, clearly I want to hear from the ladies because guess what? Men are perceived as dogs. We're perceived as cats who can do it and not trip. I'm all the woman you need right here. And you want to go fuck it up by bringing in secret squirrel pussy. Yes, we do it all the time. Can women have sex without attachment? Are women just as ravenous when it comes to sex as men are? Guys always trying to play that prissy shit. Don't want to be judged because you like taint. Ladies and gentlemen, the voice of reason about to be crazy as hell. Just get used to it. It's what we do. Do women like doing the do as much as men, or maybe even more than men? Call us right now. Jeez. Should oral sex be reserved for monogamous relationships only? No oral sex in casual relationships.
Why? Why not?
That's as intimate as you can get. Putting your mouth down south. How many niggas done went to Eve's Bayou? I don't know.
You need to turn on this practice, bro.
I'm just saying. What are the boundaries? What are the boundaries?
Can we talk now?
No. Okay, look. Not until I'm... Even in the setup, she interrupted. Watch, take notes, baby girl. Even in the setup, I'm over here setting it up, asking questions, framing the topic. Can we talk? You know how long she been on this show? How long you been on the show? Oh, your mic is off. She been on this show for years, and she can't stop her Tourette's. Gosh. I need to know, ladies. True or false? Are women socially conditioned? Oh, God, I don't even want to ask that question. That's wrong. Gosh. Let's go back. The Vaginal Wall Street Show. A deeper look at yoni brokering. Gold and gold digging 101. The Booty Boomerang Show.
Oh, booty boomerang.
A lot of people look at women in a very negative light if they on some casual sex shit. A lot of sexual independence and freedom happening right now. I need to know how women maintain those kinds of relationships. Let's start off the conversation right now with Claire Kia. Claire Kia.
Oh, dear Lord.
Can women be as cold and heartless when it comes to these kind of unattached sexual relationships? Can they be like men in a lot of ways?
Can? Yes.
Do?
Successfully? No. But they can for a while, for a term. I did. I've never been shy about the fact of saying that I definitely experienced my whole years after my engagement broke off, because he had been the only penis I had been with for 6 years. And then after the engagement broke off, I didn't have dick on demand anymore, DOD. So my DOD was gone. And I was horny and lonely and wanted company, and then started investigating. It was research and development for my personal development.
What the fuck?
You can get, it was research and development. And it was very interesting because let me just be very clear. There was at a point in time where I literally knew that my pussy was crack and I can make these niggas do whatever I wanted them to. And so I rode them until the wheels fall off and got what I wanted.
Are y'all listening to Claire Kia right now? The number to dial is 323-230-4610.
The thing about it is, so yeah, can we? Sure. Like I said, successfully, if you want me to talk about that now, do I think it was successful? No.
Interesting.
I think that I ended up having to then unravel what I raveled, because energy, I think that that's what people forget, is that the universe doesn't judge you. It just continues to give you what you ask for. So once you want to get out of that pattern, it's hard to get out because you've been asking for it for so long. So now you've grown up. Now you say you want something serious, but you keep attracting the same type of niggas because that's what you was doing for years.
I like it. I like it. Peaches.
Yes, sir.
Is casual sex the same, because I hear women say this a lot. Claire Kia just said it. The whole years.
Mm-hmm.
This is making it sound like it's college.
Kind of.
It's like 4 years of casual sex is equal to 4 years of whole years.
Yeah.
I'm trying to understand.
It's pretty significant.
Is that what it is?
Well, you have your formative years where you're learning how to fuck. That's usually for most people in their late teens and 20s. If you a late bloomer, I have some friends that were late bloomers. They usually turn into nymphos because once they got dick, they didn't know how to act from 20 to, say, 30. Then there's people like me who was with somebody, solid relationship, But we was fucking like 90 going west, And then when I got single, I was fucking like 90 going west. But casual sex is nothing that I'm a fan of, per se. It is, like she says, research. It's reconnaissance.
You from a different generation, though. You have like some inflexible, contradictory beliefs. You want to get dick down
all the time,
but you want to control.
No, I don't want to control.
You're a controller. We done told you what you are, and that's what you are, woman.
The controller tells me I'm a controller. No, but I do want to answer your question about oral sex. I think that should be something that is between a relationship. I don't think you should just go sucking dick, especially if you're good at it. You can't just be out there sucking niggas off.
What if you're a taint taster and you really like it? I'm just saying, like, all of that, and you like that shit.
That should be for your woman only.
I don't think it should be multiple men that could be like, yeah, she licked my taint too.
No.
Because I'm going to feel funny if, hey, that's your woman. Yeah. I was with her a couple years back, boy. You in for a time of your life, man. I'm telling you right now, you got a good one right there, boy.
But if your woman is a taint eater and she like multiple taints, wouldn't you taste another taint on her tongue? I'm just saying.
Oh God.
There's your mic and your mic.
That is a visual. Wow.
And there's your mic.
That's too much taint to do.
I'm just saying, shouldn't something be saved?
Yes.
Right? And I think casual sex should be sort of like Diet Coke. You don't get the full package.
No.
Is that who agrees or disagrees with that? She doesn't. She's Virgo. I know off rip. They're like, what? Who? Anyway, who agrees with casual sex boundaries? Mimi?
There's definitely, to me, casual sex boundaries, because I feel like, one, I don't know where you've been, and I don't know how often you do this thing that we're doing right now. And so, to me, you're exchanging energy, you're exchanging bodily fluids, you're exchanging a lot of things here. And I love myself, baby, more than I love this nut, because I can get a nut on my own while you bullshitting.
Preach
so
now.
Listen, so I can get this nut. So let's talk about what else is happening here, because I value myself and I value my life more than I value a couple of nuts here and there, because everybody want to hit if it's all like that. When a woman walk down the street, she look cool. Who don't want to try to hit? So you can't hit everything trying to hit you. Then that turns you into a hoe, really? Because if everybody able to say, oh, I hit that too, me too, me too, me too. It's too many me toos about your shit. There's a problem with your shit. You need to get it together, okay? They need to be all wanting your shit. When they all want it, that makes you valuable. That keeps you at the head of the food game. Everybody want to hit that. You ain't hit it. Nobody hit that. I want to hit that too. That's the kind of games I like playing. That's the realest shit you can do. It's like being in a department store. You got people that you can try on and go to the back and steal it and put it in your purse. But you got some stuff that's on the floor and you can't get to it without help. The mannequin. And then there's stuff behind with a key. You feel me? I'm back there with the keys and
How
shit.
How about that?
You feel me? You need to holler at, you need to go through some things to get to these keys right here.
So you know what's interesting about me? I'm Gemini. I'm two people. I love being two totally different people. And I love when people I've been with at different levels meet up.
It's a different level of the game. And you're right. Every time, I mean, I haven't always been where I am. We've all had different levels in life. You feel me? I've had the time where me and my boyfriend broke up and you're lost. You feel like, oh my God. But I've never been super promiscuous because, I mean, obviously I talked to some dudes. I ain't trying to say that. Don't get that twisted. But what I'm saying is I always had in the back of my mind, I deserve the best. And if everybody's trying to get with you and everybody trying to fondle in, and I'm kind of popular, so that's not good. Oh, I talked to that person too. I talked to that person too. Shit, I was born and raised out here, so my name got to be right. You feel me? They're not gonna say my name and then be like, oh, this and that. So I said that to say it's cool to have your fun, but make sure you're keeping your reputation straight. Your kid would hear about you if it was that bad.
They said the women are starting off strong with Mimi, even though she cut off my story in the middle. But I love you though, baby.
I cut off your story?
You did, baby.
I am sorry for cutting off the story, everybody. Mimi.
We got people online that want to talk about this. Casual sex. No strings attached. Can women do it? Or are they lying? Are they biding their time? Especially if the dick is good. I think when the dick is meh, you guys real strong, real cocky.
I think they're lying to themselves, because I know if I'm having sex with you, there's a certain attachment I'm going to get. And there's a certain, if I'm having sex with you, you're going to be the only man I'm having sex with, regardless of how many women he may be sleeping with.
I remember there was a time women were afraid to have sex with multiple men. I'm talking about sisters. Now, part of the game.
Oh, that pussy's like an open gate.
What?
That shit is like Disneyland. Come on in. Which ride you on, sir?
We got callers. I think a lot of people are going to disagree with you guys. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Speak on it. Turn your living room down. Your living room is too loud. Turn your living room down.
This is Eric from Florida, man.
Eric from Florida, what's the deal?
Yeah, man. I think it's 100% possible for a girl to not catch feelings. I know from personal experience. I met this girl at a party. I was single. She was single. She had a car. I didn't. She made more money than me, and she would buy shit for me, and she would just come over. She even set up a schedule. She called it dick appointments. I had never heard of this before. And she would just come over. We would do the thing. We might eat, and then she'll leave, and then I wouldn't hear from her, and then she'll call me again whenever the appointment. She would meet those appointment dates. And then one day, I saw it as a personal challenge. Like, man, this girl gonna feel something for me. So I tried to wear her out. I'm not even gonna lie. I drank like a whole bottle of Hennessy. I was ready. So the only thing I got from her as far as emotions is when I was done, I'm sweating. She kind of give me a smirk, and she like, I hate you. But even after that,
you fucked the hate out of her. I like it. Good job.
There was no emotions. It was just cool all the way through and through. I think the stars just aligned perfectly on that one because I thought at any moment she was going to flip on me and start acting crazy. But it never happened.
I think I know what happened. That last time you put the Woody Woodpecker down on her, before you were like a sex pet. But she started to hate you. Yeah, you were like a little Maltese, a little Shih Tzu. They used to come in and fuck her. You know? But that last time you manned up and did what you had to do, you probably broke through a little something. Huh?
And I regret doing that because I'm like, damn, if I wouldn't have let my ego get a hold of me, I could have just had this little thing going. But, you know, all good things must come to an end. I had to see. I think it was my ego. I had to see if I could do it.
Hey, thank you for the call. We appreciate it.
All right, y'all have a good one, man.
Are there women out there like this for real?
Yep.
That are setting dick appointments?
Yep.
Let me put the dick. This shit is crazy. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, man? My name Mark, calling from Baltimore.
Mark from Baltimore. What's the deal?
What's up, man? Women, I tend to think women have a dude for everything. You got a dude that'll pay for the gas money. You got a dude that pay the bill. You got a dude that'll just drop dick off every now and then. You know what I mean? But if a woman want to go ahead and have her fun, we can't necessarily judge them as men because, fellas, we have our fun. We'll have our fun too every now and then. I personally don't give the same type of dick to the same type of female.
That's what I was going to say earlier before Mimi jumped in.
You see what I'm saying? Because now, just to be clear, I am a single male, no kids. So if I do have a girl, of course, I'm giving her raw dick, whatever. You know what I mean? Of course, we got tested and all that. We've been together for a couple of, segments, whatever. If I'm out here doing my thing, of course, I'm strapping up, but I'm not giving the same type of dick to every female.
You're not getting Bentley dick.
That's right.
You getting Hugo dick.
Right.
You getting Honda Civic dick.
Right. And then to shoot the queen some bail when she was talking about like having sex with like multiple partners is like is a double standard that men don't get used for sex too. Because I've been generally out here trying to date, whatever. The online dating game is trash, but generally trying to get to know a woman. And it's like some of y'all look for free meals, meaning women. When a dude just generally trying to court you, and then
let me put your church music on.
I've been with a chick, no lie, gave me head one day, then cut me off the next day.
You see? Look at that. This brother came in here and dropped some real game on y'all right now. Thank you for the call, brother. We appreciate it, man.
Appreciate it.
Homeboy being real as hell. Different levels of dick. I had sex with this one girl years ago. I didn't know she knew one of my exes. But, they hooked up and was talking. That's why I love my ex. She was talking real bad. No, his dick was whatever. Well, my ex was like, hold on. I was with him a little while ago, and it was great.
Just cut off.
I'm a Gemini. I love the duality. You got soft serve.
Ice cream.
You got yogurt land. And there's a reason. You don't deserve premium swipage. And then when I found out some things about, I was like, I'm just saying, hey, at the end of the day, it's all casual sex until you guys make a firm commitment, right?
Yeah.
You make the firm commitment, you make the agreements, you set the boundaries, then the relationship should take off to another level. But if you've done everything with everybody, what's the other level for the person you gonna lock it down with? Don't you want to be able to say, I've never done this before at some point?
At least one thing.
At least one thing.
Right.
Because if you come to me and say, I'd like to be pissed on, huh? Somebody been pissed on? I mean, that's where I'm. So you mean the neck I was just kissing on then had some piss emollients from another nigga?
5 niggas, nigga.
Something gotta be new, in my opinion. Do you guys believe that? Come on, jump on in. Don't be scared now, goddammit.
No, I'm not scared. I agree. I think that my dad always said, save something for the imagination. And so I follow that.
What is Peaches doing?
I'm looking for something to fit this adapter. But it doesn't.
Callers, I need to know. I mean, because we live in a different generation now. Monogamy is not the truth anymore. Probably never was. You know how many women suffered in monogamous relationships, but felt like they supposed to stay in it because that was the model of the day? But then at the same time, we're moving into so many different multi-dimensional relationship models. The fuck is a pansexual?
I don't understand.
It means you can fuck your radio or something? I'm dating my dog right now. What the fuck? Like, and no disrespect to anybody in whatever little community you've established, but I think just labeling shit and naming shit is just like women getting upset with men calling them females. You are a female, aren't you?
Right.
It's because I think sometimes it's just argument for the sake of argument. Like, you could take offense to fucking anything if you want, right?
Yeah, you can.
I can't believe it. I'm appalled. He called me a female. Well, aren't you?
Yeah, what are you?
What the fuck? I think some of the shit be crazy, right? And on the sexual side of the game, women are reaching a level. I think women have caught up and passed men. I think women are coming out of the closet. They've been acting like men. You agree? Yes. Yep. Speak to it, Claire Kia.
I think that there's levels to it, and it's definitely goes into what you were saying. Monogamy was certainly pressed upon by Western society as well as marriage, and I think that a lot of people don't understand that marriage is a business contract. So when you enter into a business contract, a binding agreement, and you're agreeing to certain things, and then you feel like you have to keep up presentation, you're going to find ways and outlets to deal.
So you're telling me women are society's greatest liars?
I would say we've damn sure played a role.
Wow.
That's just being brutally honest and
Look
taking a look at it.
Layla, what? Your face, tell me.
No, I'm just taking in what she's saying. That's all.
Do you agree or disagree?
I guess to a certain point, but I don't necessarily all the way agree with like, I personally think, just going back to the question, I think that casual sex is extremely dangerous. I think it's scary, but I say that in a sense
I'm talking on behalf of like usually a person always gets like attached and gets their feelings hurt. So I look at it from that standpoint, and then I also look at
Are you
it
saying
like
scary and dangerous from an attachment point?
From an attachment point, but
Got
then
it.
also, I think that oftentimes people suffer from like the I had it first syndrome. Whereas that's what I mean, like the exes, like people still fucking around with their ex, but like they always kind of gonna fuck around with their ex, and so anybody else that comes in the midst of that, it just kind of like it is what it is. But I think, do you guys get what I'm saying?
No,
like there's people
I
who feel
understand.
like entitled to a certain individual, no matter what their current circumstances are. But I think about like feelings and like hurting people and stuff like that. That's just how
But we live in a society that lacks feelings.
Absolutely.
That lacks empathy. That is largely narcissistic.
Right, which is usually why when it comes to conversations like this, I'm always just like, oh, okay, that's fine. Everyone feel the way they feel, but then I feel opposite, and then I'm unapologetically though. So it's just my standpoint compared to others. Nothing is better, nothing is worse.
And I think that's the thing. I'm not giving my standpoint. I'm not putting my personal emphasis on it. I'm just taking a general look at the overall aerial view of society as a whole.
Right.
And
So-
speaking to that. I'm not speaking personally. I'm speaking from the aerial view of woman in this society and then giving that perspective, because there are always going to be outliers and extremes. But again, it's that general look. And I'm just saying, yes, that for the longest time, for the most part, women have played a part and a role that they were given.
Yeah, what I just
Given?
said, it wasn't necessarily
And we
directed
can go into
towards
that, too.
what you were saying. It was more so like the conversation, like the topic, not necessarily what you were saying.
Interesting. You know what's so amazing? I know y'all want to fuck. This shit just blows my mind. I walk into a relationship and just hear me out. What in the world? All this door opening and closing. What type of madness? We got a live radio show going on. How you doing, Sarah, without the age? Come on in here and tell them niggas to be quiet outside.
We're just going to have to move down.
No. You good.
Oh, okay.
So, the shit that's crazy, man. Like, I go into the relationship with this mindset. You get right there in the middle between these two. My mindset is like this when I go into a relationship. I take sex for granted. I take fucking for granted.
How so?
This is what I mean. It's not something I focus on. See, I noticed a lot of dudes they like the little monkey on the corner with the music box. They be pop locking and dancing and boogalooing for pussy. They be performing for the yoni. I never take that approach. I always take sex with a woman that I'm talking to for granted. In other words, it's not even really a discussion for me. And I'll tell you why. Because if two adult people that are attracted to one another are kicking it and hanging out for any amount of quality time, fucking gonna happen.
Yep.
You ain't got to be like, so, is tonight the night? You know, niggas is goofy. It's a lot of goofy niggas out there.
Yeah, that
You know.
dry my pussy up quick.
Maybe tonight you'll allow me to enter your special place. It's like a lot of goofy niggas out. For me, I take it for granted. But when you're having a casual situation, how do you approach this relationship and establish boundaries? You guys are not in a committed relationship, so how can you get them to commit to any boundaries that are supposed to protect the two of you? Like, for instance, safe sex.
Mm-hmm.
If we're going to be casually fucking, I'm not taking off the condom.
Right.
Even if, because a lot of women be trying to front, well, you know, I'm allergic just
to prophylactics.
to what? What?
Prophylactics. I'm allergic
Prophylactics.
I was trying to be
Anyway. But do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not finna talk to you about sex. If we vibing, we chilling, it's gonna happen. But how do I set these boundaries? How do I say, say the relationship matriculates a little. Still not, we're not serious about each other. Okay, we're not serious. Right? This is not a committed situation.
Right.
But I don't want to fuck nobody else. Right? I don't want to date you, but I don't want to fuck anybody else but you. Let's raise the complexity level here a taste, right? I know what kind of motherfucker you are. I like you as a friend. We do good business. And the sex is good, which means I don't want to fuck nobody else.
A buddy.
But now I want to move to this level. I want to take the condoms off. To me, that complicates things. Because I think the people who are into the casual sex relationships are probably a little bit unaware about spiritual energy exchanges. How can you have a casual relationship with somebody that the universe presented to you for a purpose beyond just fucking? Huh? Callers! I want to know.
What's the question? I'm sorry.
You can't hear?
I just came in. I'm so sorry.
Yes, you look lost.
Okay. I'm lost.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sarah without the H just walked in. We're having a conversation about a woman's guide to having casual sex.
Oh, okay.
What are the rules?
What are the rules? Both participants have to be willing to agree that it's casual. It's casual Friday. Is it business casual? Oh no, it's just casual Friday.
Is it harder for women to keep a casual relationship situation with someone that makes them nut from a cervical space?
If you keep it in the right now if they're doing it like that, that's someone that you don't want to take off the roster, for a while. They call in, they're more PRN, What? PRN is as needed.
Good and goddamn well. When women get hit, when that cervix,
the cervical area,
know what I'm talking about. With consistency.
My auntie Mimi say, when they hit that bottom.
When they hit that bottom.
They hit that bottom.
Women are just as territorial as men. You guys act like women can just disconnect.
They cannot.
Not when they hitting the bottom.
They can't.
I'm asking. Mayla, Claire Kia, your thoughts? Is it easy to maintain this kind of separation even if the guy is hitting the bottom?
Wait a minute, they're just friends?
Casual. Okay. We're just fucking. Hitting the bottom.
Bloop. Just fucking. Just fucking. Wherever he
Ask
hits.
the question one more time. What am I?
Oh, somebody asked what's PRN. I was basically
PRN is as needed. That's a medical term. Thank you very much. Pharmacy Tech School. Thank you.
Okay, and we're done already.
Nobody else would know that shit.
Right.
I mean, because I think you guys are struggling. Ladies on the phone lines, please answer my questions. Can a woman maintain a casual, non-attachment relationship with a sex partner that consistently hits bottom?
Yes, she can. Because he's not going to be... I think that it doesn't mean it stops or anything like that. It doesn't stop. But I feel like you can't... I mean, it just depends on how he is in other areas. That's all I'm going to say. Because there's a such thing as having great sex with the guy and then everything else is like trash.
But I think I
think that's when it becomes...
You make a great point, but I think a lot of women will tolerate...
Yeah, no, I cannot agree with that at all.
A lot of women will tolerate every other trash aspect.
If you don't feed my mental, I'm not eating at your table. Bro.
But you don't encounter an all-star all that often. Just to let you know.
So you keep, that's
you
what I'm saying, you keep them.
You have to keep them because if they're like
The chat room is calling bullshit.
Whatever. Michael Jordan always gets shoes. Okay, we buy his shoes at all time. He haven't played since the 90s.
You've had something.
Okay.
Yeah, you've had something. Go ahead. Clarkia and then Mimi and Peaches.
So to that end, to make this a little bit more personal with me, if you are not able or have the ability to penetrate my cerebral and to get me going on a mental level, you will never be able to hit my bottom. And so listen, you asked the question.
Okay.
So to that,
I'm trying to hold it together over here.
hold on. To that end, because I am more mental than anything else. Like it takes that person to be able to do that. So if I'm having casual sex with you, more than likely, I'm not enticed by you mentally. I just want you physically. So I guess I'm answering your question and saying that, I don't think for me, like if he's hitting the bottom, it means that I look at him in all areas of you hitting it, because you hitting the bottom in all aspects, all ways. You're hitting my bottom. So.
Peaches, Mimi, I'm coming after this.
Okay, let me just say, first of all, I don't believe there's anything called casual sex. Sex is spiritual.
Is this from the Jehovah Witness, man?
No, anytime you laying with a person, you sharing more than just sex. You're sharing energy. You're sharing each other's personal spirit. See, sex is not just about fucking. You can fuck your way into things. You can fuck yourself into a situation just because the sex is good, or you can fuck yourself into a real violent situation because one person can't let go of the good sex they had when that shit might have been trash to you. So I don't believe there's a such thing as casual sex. I believe people just be fucking their way into relationships, or you fuck yourself into a situation.
Thank you for disproving your own point. Fucking yourself into a relationship
Some
is
people
casual
do.
sex. Go
But
ahead,
some people
Mimi.
do that.
There we go. And mic off.
So to answer your question, I feel like if someone is casually dating someone and they're getting hit constantly and they're hitting the bottom and it's the best sex she didn't had in a long time, or the best sex she had ever in her life, even though she knows that this may not be her husband, she is going to try to hang in there and change that man. She's going to do different tricks. She going to have food waiting when he come. She going to have on the sexy outfit. She going to try to get him to come over as often as possible to hit that cervix and hit that thing at the bottom again and again.
Come on, Mimi.
Amen and hallelujah.
See, that's why I say it's dangerous though, because if it's whatever the fuck bottom is, if he's hitting
First
that
off,
the way
you're 30
he,
years old. You know what the bottom is.
But I just don't talk like that. But
you already said it twice.
But I'm referring. Chill. I'm referring to it because you keep on saying. But no, that's why I say like it's not. There's no way it's not. It's gonna just be you two. You get what I'm saying? There's no way he's not hitting the bottom on anybody else. And so when I think of like STDs and all that other stuff, that's why I'm like, okay, no. But it's about control though over oneself.
I mean, maybe he's a bottom hitter. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's just that guy. You know, he's a bottom hitter.
Sarah, welcome back to the show.
Hey, Zo.
He hitting home runs on every game.
Are you using protection if he's hitting it like that all the time?
I have I have a couple of things to deal with here, to unpack. One thing is mental stimulation, right? Being the magic key to having sex. We live in a society where intellectualism is frowned upon. This is not a smart society. People need to understand that. All your publications, all your fucking magazines, all your fucking internet is written at a, fourth grade level? Motherfuckers really think they're smart. You're not educated to be smart. You're not educated to think critically. You're not educated to think in stereo. You're not educated to think from a multi-dimensional space, right? You're not educated to have an original idea. See, a lot of times we will misconstrue education with mental stimulation. This is what makes a pimp a master with the mouthpiece. See, articulation doesn't always equate to intellectual proficiency. if people got good game, you gonna get some pussy.
Absolutely.
I mean, and that's not even deep. That's just what it is. This motherfucker's running around this motherfucker with game that get pussy all day, every day. They talk a motherfucker up out they draws. That's what it is. You know what I mean?
Please.
So when I hear the like, what's that pastor's name? That had hoes. This motherfucker had hoes.
Which one? You talking about Jimmy Swaggart?
No.
Okay.
He paid for hoes. I'm talking about a brother that was here in L.A.
Clarence McClendon?
A little light-skinned nigga with
Clarence McClendon with the curly hair?
This motherfucker had hoes. Okay. You understand? Hoe cakes. Hoes DD too. This nigga had hoes. And babies. Because articulate. See, just because someone can string words together in what sounds like a cogent, coherent sentence doesn't mean they're intelligent. It just means they're articulate. So for articulation alone, pussy is on deck. So now you got to start asking the question, how do I discern between the two? An intelligent person, a really truly intelligent person, may have a difficult time putting words together. The ideas are too big for the language. If we're dealing with quantum physics, the most effective language they have in describing the universe is mathematics. They use mathematical equations, because they can't put that shit into words, what they think the universe is doing. So what happens to a lot of women who say, well, I need him to be smart. No, you just need him to be able to talk you out your drawers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there are a lot of women who agree. And there are a lot of women who are like that too. There's a lot of women who talk niggas out of his wallet. Talk niggas out of dick. Talk niggas out of everything.
Can I just say this, though? Men don't talk women out they draws. We know we gonna fuck them, or if they fuckable when we meet their ass. Let's just get that shit out the way, because y'all don't talk us out of nothing. We already
do.
want to fuck you.
Preach.
It's you have
You
to.
ain't never been
you
converted.
can talk yourself out of pussy now.
I know you
That's
been
what men
converted.
do. They talk themselves out of the pussy.
Nobody talked you out your drawers before? Is that what you finna say right now?
I already wanted to fuck them if I was already
on.
talking. If I was already there with
Let me
them.
zoom in
I
on
already
this nigga.
had my hand on the elastic.
No
You know what I'm
one
saying?
has ever talked you out your drawers.
I've already planned on fucking them.
I didn't ask that.
Okay.
Answer the question, Dancy. Stop dancing around the question. Has anybody ever talked you out them blooming? Thank you.
And they wasn't bloomers, damn it. It was bikini shorts.
Oh, they were lace.
It was an elemental P string.
But they had cotton seats because it's breathable.
Has anybody ever talked you out your drawers? Yep.
No.
Where the zoom in? Put the zoom in on me. No one has ever. Ladies and gentlemen, the number to dial is 323-230-4610. Can somebody call in and talk?
What if you don't have
Claire
none on? Is that still considered talking you out of them?
That's great.
Is it?
I like it. That was like a Jeopardy question.
Yeah.
What is be quiet?
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to. I don't know what you had, but I want some of that shit.
I had a great Uber ride. Oh, I met Reggie. Hey, Reggie.
That great.
Hey, Reggie from Ohio.
Oh, you fucking with Reggie, huh?
Yeah, Reggie cool. He's gay though, but he's really cool.
So let me do this. The reason why there's so many games in relationships is because in this society, there's layers, right? Some of the layers are don't do nothing without getting something for what you do. So there's this transactional layer to our relationship. Don't give a portion of yourself to somebody who isn't willing to give, an equally valuable portion of their selves to you. So fear is embedded in these types of interactions, in these types of ideas, because now you're worried about the return on what you put down, right?
What if you want to share that portion?
But what if I'm still building something?
Okay.
And bye. No, I'm just saying, there's so many problems to our relationship. It's the transactional side, right? It's the judgment stereotype side. Because if a woman wants to do something sexually, intimately, she has to worry about, is he going to run off and tell his friends? Is this some jokey Smurf shit? He don't really, you understand what I'm saying? Is he going to judge me if I go too far, if I open up too wide? I mean, a lot of times women have to meter and measure their sexuality in a way that I don't think men have to do.
True.
So there's like some inbuilt judgment, societal judgment and conditioning on the man side. Right? But at the same time, society is changing.
Yeah.
The transactional part is still there. So how do you ascertain this person is worth it? Because society doesn't really look at, what's the word y'all use? Discernment. Society doesn't use spiritual terms like discernment or intuition. Society uses stats. Right? If you gonna get in on this, you better make sure you get something out of this. That's what rich sex is about, isn't it? The Nicki Minaj record. I'm gonna tell on you if you fuck a broke nigga, right? Can you have casual sex with a broke nigga? Do women typically have casual sex with a broke nigga? The number to dial is 323.
That's more clearance sex. If you put a broke nigga, like, that's half off, nigga. He got
and women love a good bargain.
Yeah, okay. I go straight for the sale rack.
323-230-4610. I'm just asking. I saw this. It was a girl on Instagram. She had a whole post about broke niggas don't get to have sex.
They do a lot.
That's a lie.
Yeah, I think they got. I think they get more sex.
You know what? They got more time on their hands to get the sex. Unless you're a balling nigga and the sex is just falling at you. But if you a dude that's working on it and you really doing your work, you don't got that time. But a dude that don't got no money, he got all day long to work you out of that thing. You feel me? He using his gift of gab. He could be your friend and you think this my boy, but he's slowly working at it's a project.
It's like that dirty kid.
You know what I mean? It's step by step.
Interesting.
I think what it is that broke men don't have to they're usually trying to get your money.
Yeah.
As well as giving you that dick to get some money. Because they need some shoes, they need their phone bill paid, they need and it's a lot of tricks out there that's gonna get that dick and pay these bills for this man. You know?
I got a homegirl who does just that. She calls them fuck boys.
Golly. Let's hear it. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from? Do we have you?
Fuck boy.
Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from? Maybe you're not on the line. Bye-bye. Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hi, what's up, brother? This is Terry. It's out of Compton.
You real low, brother. You really low.
Can you hear me better now, Joe?
Yeah, a little bit better. What's up, bro?
I just want to chime in. What's up, ladies?
Hey.
Peach is lying like a mug, man. She lying like, that's why none of the ladies have vouched for her when she said what she said. I talked plenty of women out of their panties, man, and it's not like I tricked them or anything like that. It's just that it's just unsuspected. You know, maybe I'm a friend or maybe co-worker or maybe it just was a convenient moment, and it went the way that I wanted to go, unbeknownst to her. You know what I mean?
Maybe not unbeknownst.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, it can go either way. You know, I'm not saying I'm just some booger whoop or nothing like that, but I always feel like if a woman gives me an opportunity to have a real conversation with her, then, you know, I got a possibility of doing what I want to do with it. It's just that simple to me.
Well, let me just say.
Did you have to respond?
I just wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't have to.
But It's something men really need to know. It's something y'all, because I don't want to just bust y'all bubbles out there, but women know we want to fuck you when we fuck you. You ain't not talking us out of nothing. We already planned on fucking your ass eventually, or we've thought about it, or we've.
The only way to keep you quiet is to ask women, have they been talked out of their drawers?
Yes, there you go.
You even acknowledged that you yourself
have, but I wanted to fuck the person.
Oh, I kind of feel where you're coming from.
I see where she's coming from, but stop.
But they was half off. That's
Thank
what
you,
I
brother,
tell
for the
half
call, man.
off.
Thank you, bargain
Yeah,
dig.
bargain dig is half off.
Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Brother Zoe, what's going on?
What's happening, man?
My name is Mark. My name is Mark. I'm calling from North Carolina. It's the first time getting on the show, brother.
Hey, Mark.
All right, what's happening, man?
Ladies. Well, I don't know what I missed because I had to pause the video to call in. But in terms of would a woman mess with a broke guy as far as just having casual sex, I do think so. But I think she'll have to lower her standards.
You think women have standards?
Wow, really?
Sometimes they do.
Sometimes they do.
Not all the time.
Where do the standards come from?
Hopefully, if their father's in their life, that's one place it would come from.
I'm just
I
saying,
can't say it isn't necessarily.
we label, a lot of times we label broken beliefs as standards.
That's true.
We label coping mechanisms as standards. Right?
Correct. I think so.
So,
I mean, I think that the standards definitely depend on the upbringing of the person, certainly.
There we go.
And their foundational elements of their household and how they grew up. I was actually talking to someone today and telling them I find it hard because I grew up in a household where my parents were partners. They cooked together. They worked in the yard together. My dad went to work. My mom made sure, it was a partnership. That's what I grew up seeing. So when there are some instances of certain men that I've met that it's like, oh, I expect my woman to do X, Y, and Z, that is not, it doesn't match my standard. My standard is partnership, not to be a wife.
So,
right.
Hey, and I think that's a great point, Claire. Kia, brother, do you have something else to say?
Well, I was just going to add to what Claire Kia just said. Which was, but you had that example of how a man should treat a woman, or one example, and vice versa. So you are probably going to be a more well-rounded individual versus one that only had mom or only had dad.
And that's very true. And that's the reason why earlier when, Mayla was talking and I was telling her I was generally making an understanding of, the general population. Because like you were saying, there are some who don't have standards and it is because they didn't have an example at all. So.
Hey, well, we appreciate the call. Thank you, brother.
But some people got examples and they still
I
be
was
doing
gonna
the
say,
fool.
So-
You know what I'm saying?
So, yes, I was going to come for that. But
I'm
I
sorry.
like it's beautiful. I mean,
I'm sorry.
what have you had?
I've had an Uber ride.
And you've had something else, haven't you?
And Smirnoff.
Smirnoff.
I knew something else was there.
But it's just a little bit low key though.
That's why you yelling.
Yeah.
Am I yelling? I can't hear though. It's my earphones.
High as hell in here. So let me address something. I'm going to throw it back to Mayla. Let me address something. Please understand your standard is just the verbal version, right, of your molding. It's like a cast, right? How you were raised, how you modeled your parents. Claire Kia, articulated that perfectly. She saw cooperation, right, in her household. She modeled that. That's what children do. They model the environment, thought, word, deed, and energy. They model that. This is why conflicts that may not be articulated to children that are between parents still affect the children. You wonder, as they grow and they argue the way you argue, even though you didn't argue in front of them. You'd be like, how the fuck did they pick that up? We never argued in front of them. Well, the energy is also being molded and modeled too. This is why I say most motherfuckers don't have standards. They have molds that they fit into. A coping mechanism is a mold. What's interesting about molds, casts. I had a physical therapist tell me something one day that I thought was quite profound, and I applied it to life in general. The physical therapist was telling me, when you play basketball and you injure yourself in a pair of shoes, you should never wear those shoes again. Because the shoe molds itself to the injury. And you can re-injure yourself if you wear those shoes again. So if you twist your ankle, the shoe is molded now in a twisted ankle mode. This is why you see NBA players with hundreds of pairs of shoes. They take those shoes off and wear. Even Michael Jordan wore a different pair of shoe every half, because he would break the shoe down and put on another pair before the end of the game. The same thing is happening in your household. You understand? Like, whatever the fuck going on in your household that is unbeknownst to you is also being added, right, to the gestalt of how you see the world, of how you interface with the world. For instance, if you have a family that's used to sitting down and talking shit through, that's how you gonna deal in relationships.
Absolutely.
If you have a family that's about contempt, oh, they did that? Fuck it. We never talking to them again. That's who you gonna be in relationships. You get what I'm saying? So when we start talking about casual, you understand, relationships, here's the thing that makes it so hard. How do you set an agreement to be in a no strings attached casual relationship, but y'all come from two different moldings, familial moldings?
It's tough when you come from two different family moldings. It's real tough. But I mean, I had a situationship for a long time that I was good with. My friend was 10 years younger than me, and we actually lived together after my divorce for like 4 years and got along great. But we had separate rooms. We came from the same type of background. We had an understanding. I couldn't imagine that if we didn't. It would have ended way worse than it did,
But the thing is like, if you're going to, when you start talking about shoes, it made me think, casual shoes, you don't wear them all the time, but you have different pairs of casual shoes. You know what I'm saying? They're one of many. There's only like a specific pair of formals, okay? So if we're talking about shoes and we're talking about casual, it's like you have several different ones for the occasion.
I'm going to say this. Any agreement made in a relationship is tenuous at best. I don't give a fuck who you with. Soulmate, twin flame. I don't give a fuck who it's with. It's tenuous at best. How many solid motherfuckers have you dated? Solid. Never changed. Just there, like a rock.
I would say -1, but I'll just say one. I'll say one.
One.
One? What happened?
Well, no, two.
What happened to them?
You were asking me what happened to my one.
I'll come back to you.
Okay,
I want you to sober up a little bit. But go ahead.
I'm good. I'm like totally good.
We're still cool.
That's good.
Yeah, we're still friends.
No,
he
that's
lives
good.
in Atlanta, and we went to school with each other. And I was a freshman from LA. He was a senior from North Carolina, who everybody wanted, and I was from LA, and he wanted me. And the trials and tribulations in between then, but he's my very good friend to this day. We'll always be friends.
Interesting. Solid, 100% solid.
Two.
Two?
Two.
What happened?
Well, one I've talked about. He's my ex-fiance. We're going in two separate directions. He wants, the house in the suburbs with the family, and I want to go chase my dreams. So great guy. We're amazing. He just knew I wasn't going to stop going after what I was going for, and he's always rooted for me, and he's like, I'm not going to stop you, so go for it. But that's not the life I want.
Peaches?
One.
Just one. Wow. I know you done had a gang of dudes. Oh, y'all done had some dudes.
Well, I gotta have a gang of dudes.
Because you're an attractive girl. You had as many as you wanted.
Well, I mean, I was married and I had my son's dad and then my ex. When I say, that's what I wanted to tell y'all too. When I say my ex, I'm talking about one of three different people, and I see everybody.
Do we need all of this information right now?
But I'm just letting you know. One nigga was okay, the other one was horrible, and one was the devil.
Mimi, how many solid dudes?
One.
So let me be clear, because are you guys telling me solid dudes are rare? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
Very.
Super.
Very, very, very. Unicorn.
A solid connection is rare because
Say
there's
more.
a lot of solid dudes, and even when you think
Very
like
good
in a
youngster.
physical sense. So if I have sex with him, it could be amazing. But for some reason, when he has sex with somebody else, exactly what you were saying about your ex. I mean, and I'm not trying to throw shade at you, but maybe it really was trash to the new girl, and maybe it was great to
Well,
your
I never
wife.
finished the story.
The connection. The connection.
But but if you really had a solid dude, he wouldn't be casual. A casual dude would not be a solid dude.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
a solid
different.
solid
What do
dude
you
is totally
mean?
different.
What do
you're
you
not
mean?
you're not gonna have no solid dude as a casual dude.
Why not?
No, you want to get you want to get because they're very rare to come by. So if you have a solid dude,
What if you got a
want-
solid dude who wants to keep it casual because he knows he's solid?
What if that's not always on the menu?
I mean, if it's not on
Not
the
always
menu,
options.
there's always some options that are not. I'm food trucking it.
You know what? Good night. Hilarious.
Caller, you're on the line. What's your name and where you calling from? Speak on it.
Hello.
Hell is low. Welcome to the show.
Hey, it's Taurus from Atlanta.
Oh.
Hey, I can hear her.
Taurus from Atlanta. Here we go. Let's just.
Look, I got a question. If women aren't choosing, if we're not choosing you, then why do men get so upset when women cheat on them?
Wait, what'd you say? Because
Why
Sarah
do
was
men
moaning.
get if women? This is back to what Peaches was saying, that women we choose you. We choose who we're gonna have sex with. So if that's not the case, then why are men so upset when women cheat on them? When a woman's in a relationship and she's having sex with another guy, why are they upset about that?
Because she's in a relationship having sex with another guy. What the fuck?
Men do it all the time, though.
But you do understand your question was dumb, right?
No, it's not a dumb. No, the point of my question is that it is to back up the fact that women choose. We do the choosing. We choose who we're having sex with. We can't be. I mean, if you want to think that you're talking us out of it, then we'll let you think that. But we're choosing you.
That's right, Taurus.
I would fuck with you, Taurus. You know, I ain't heard from you in a minute. But if it takes you this long to come back, you got to come back stronger than this. This was bullshit.
She agreed.
Okay, so casual sex here, sex is casual. So do people fall in love anymore? Does that even exist? I thought this was a hookup culture.
It is. That's what I'm trying to say.
What do you want me to come strong with then?
Just a better point in general. That whole shit could have been articulated differently. You came in there like you had the master key or something.
I got you, Taurus, girl. I got you, Taurus.
What the hell?
So, Taurus, what you're saying is that you agree with me. Men didn't talk you out of your pussy.
First off, Taurus done got talked out of it.
When I walk in somewhere, I don't scan the room, and I know what I'm leaving with.
Thank you.
I know. When I walk in, I know what I'm leaving with.
Really?
I already got your grocery list, girl.
Because, see, we Peter gazers. We looking at your dick, your chest, everything. We know what we like.
I got a type.
So let's talk about your Lilith powers.
Oh my
My
God,
Lilith.
power.
You know.
I'm excited.
You demonic dick hunter. Let's talk about it. Huh? You want to have a real conversation? Now's the time. Since you want to be all empowered and shit.
Dick hunter.
No, he called her Lilith first. Demonic called you the devil, girl.
Demonic dick hunter.
All right, what's your question, though?
I'm just saying. Just open up and be honest about it. This whole show has been hemming and hawing, ducking and dodging. At the end of the day, y'all dick hunters.
Dick hunter.
Seeing that no sex happens unless it's vetted by you before it happens. Is that not what y'all agreeing with?
Dick hunter.
That's what I
Sex
said.
behind the eyes.
Mimi's like, I ain't a part. Look.
No. See, this is what
Oh,
I think.
y'all, seriously, y'all have to be honest with that. I mean, maybe it's just when you reach an age of majority.
No, this is,
I don't know. I mean,
Wait, hold on. Taurus,
this
you
is
be
what
quiet for 1 second and let Mimi address you.
Okay, so Taurus, I agree with you and Donnie from the standpoint when a woman sees what she likes and she likes that, she knows she would fuck with him and she knows that off the rip. But there's always that guy. He could be at your job. He could be at school. He wants to carry your bag and he hoping to get in between the lines of you. So in other words, you're not tripping on him at first, but somehow he makes it into it happens maybe not to you, but it has happened. A man will find a way. He might give you drinks, whatever it is. Everybody's got their little thing. Shoot. You feel me? But different people, when they like you, they'll try to make their way towards you, and you may not even be tripping on them, and they'll find a way to kind of soften you out, if that makes sense.
Okay.
And try to hit it.
Okay, so I hear what you're saying or whatever, but no.
It never happens.
So here,
Well, let her.
Okay,
no. I choose who I'm dealing with.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah, and honestly, if I friend zone you, you stay there.
So let me ask you this, Taurus.
It's physical. Mine is completely physical.
Taurus.
Yeah.
Can I ask you this question?
Sure.
Have you ever been talked out of your drawers?
No.
You lie.
No.
I can hear it in you. I hear it.
It wasn't a talk, it's a whisper.
Like Taurus.
Panty whisperer.
Taurus, listen, you know I'm gonna call it like it is, and I know you lying right now.
Atlanta. Look, I'm in Atlanta.
Oh, she's saying all the niggas.
Wear some boycott drawers.
And you have to know what you're doing. I have to look at you. I've got to sum you up, make sure your ass ain't gay. And and there's a method to all of it. There's a method.
How do you know a guy isn't gay?
She's in Atlanta.
No. They may be bi though. They may be bi though.
Yeah. Chill.
It's a new age.
Well, that might be, that is an issue. Now that I don't know. I wouldn't know if a guy's bi.
Well, don't put your finger in his booty. That's a telltale sign.
Let me do this really quickly. Hold on, because Jesus. I just put her on mute so she can simmer down a taste. Everybody in the chat room, type if you believe she's telling the truth or she's lying. She's never been talked out of her drawers. Everybody in the chat room on YouTube, please share with us so I can start reading it off on air.
In Atlanta, it gotta be more than talk.
Do you guys believe her? Do you guys think she's telling the truth, or do you feel like it's lies? Me personally, I feel like it's lies.
For geographical location, I believe she's telling the truth.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Hold on. You saying a gay bi dude can't talk her out of her drawers?
Reason why she says she probably haven't been talked out of them is because, it's a lot of background checks. He got to pass a lot of stuff.
Somebody said she lying. Zoe talked her out of her drawers before on the show.
Yep, you sure did.
On the show. Because you not from Atlanta. You ain't from ATL, bro.
Okay, all right.
No. You may have gotten close to it.
Oh, God. Jesus.
Been on a plane.
Why is it always a fucking episode of Dallas or Dynasty when you call... Okay. You calm down, Atlanta. I'm going to let you get back on the phone, Taurus, okay? Taurus from Atlanta, when I put you back on this phone, that tone better be together. You understand? That tone ain't right. Let's see what we got.
Okay. Okay, so am I back on?
That's how I know I talk you out your drawers. You follow instructions, girl.
I've been fucking with you over this line for what, a year?
I'll tear that ass up, girl.
I've fucked you already.
I'm with you, Tori.
And you wouldn't have done that. You have not been successful at that.
Thank you so much
You
for calling
understand?
in. Yes, we have to go now. The phone lines are demanding that we leave you. Thank you so much.
I love y'all. Bye.
All right.
Love you, Taurus. Bye.
Listen, man. You guys got it hard. I'm so glad universe saw fit to make me a dude. It's so great. Just asking for pussy, maybe getting turned down, asking somebody else, maybe getting a shot, vibing with somebody, getting it.
But what's your batting average? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of times the guys out there.
I mean, you're asking my batting?
No, I'm talking about in general. Like, you know, for guys that, I mean, just because you're saying that the guys talk girls out of their, you know, draws or whatever, but not every time they hit. I mean, it's more of an average because every girl don't fall from that because they're going to run into a Mimi and Peaches, you know.
You missed the first half of the show.
Oh, I did. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you just
I was in an Uber.
I already said men don't talk us out of it. We pick them. We know who we're going to fuck off top.
So if you pick them, then you can't really blame your shitty baby daddy or shitty abuser or...
I said one talked me out of it.
Listen to me. Because a lot of times, women will take their fucked up relationship partners to God.
Yeah.
Why me, God?
Because
why did I get this nigga? Now, you are claiming ownership for the nigga you got.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this just in, accountability moment. I'm just saying, because if you picking, why you picking what you picking?
I didn't pick, my pussy picked. I knew I was gonna fuck this person.
Pussy pick.
The rest came into it later on as I got to know the nigga.
Wait a minute. Hold on, pimp. You'll pick a nigga before you know him?
Pussy.
My pussy picks niggas before you know them.
So the physical.
Everybody pussy pick a nigga before you know him.
So the physical
you
picks
know you
him.
gonna fuck him.
Peaches, the physical, your body picks
Yeah,
him.
you know who you know. Some people you have a natural
And here go
chemistry
your
with.
translator over here. If you don't get your...
I'm just trying to be. I just want to understand.
It's your body.
Because some
Your
people,
body's an antenna.
Right, it is. Your body is an antenna. Your intuition, your body, your mind, all of that works together. And your pussy is a part of all of that. So you have picked this man because you know off top you will fuck with him. That don't mean you want a relationship right away. You're not saying it, but you know you would. Then when you end up with the nigga, you like, damn, why'd I fuck with this nigga?
What I know is your pussy picks pain. Your pussy picks problems. Your pussy picks projects.
Okay.
It picks another P?
And I think you've underestimated your pussy. Your pussy is your problem solver. That's
Right.
why your pussy picks the experiences you have.
That's right.
No, you don't know what the... That's right. Yeah. Even though I said the total opposite a minute ago.
He's such a hater. Why you can't just let me have that one? You know,
No, because that's not what you're talking about.
y'all know I told the truth.
See, y'all trying to blame it. This is what makes it whack. Y'all trying to blame it on physical, right? Oh, it's the physical does it. Well, if the physical is doing it, why is the physical doing it? Everything works for the higher good, even if it doesn't feel good. Even if it hurts you, everything is working for your elevation. That's why you have to go through certain things. So if your pussy is picking busters,
pussy picking.
there's a reason for that. So what I'm starting to see is a lot of times the casual relationship is like diet singlehood. Do you dig?
Explain.
Diet singlehood. I don't necessarily want to just be by myself because there are women who have matriculated to the level of saying, fuck it. I'm good with the cats and the dogs and the little bird and shit. I'm good with all this shit I got to keep my mind off of the drama or the static that comes from interacting with somebody intimately.
Right.
Right? So they go in and almost dogmatically, almost religiously, now they banging the drums for singlehood. Oh, you know, my life has been wonderful. Being by myself and all. I've been able to travel. All kind of bullshit as excuses. For the women who ain't ready for that, I'm going to go casual sex. Because I don't want no strings attached. I don't want no drama. I don't want no drama with your baby mama. I don't want no drama with your kids. I just want to fuck. But they use this model of relationship. Do you remember Shalimar?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They had a great record called Over and Over. I want everybody in the chat room right now. Everybody in the chat room right now. I want everybody in the chat room to look up the Over and Over record by Shalimar.
Oh, I want to.
Now, what's the reason why I'm saying this? Because in that song, there is such a profound lyric. Howard Hewitt is singing the song.
I love Howard
It's
Hewitt.
not one of their biggest hits, but it's an amazing record. One of the lyrics is, he says, you're trying to get next to love without getting involved. That's what your casual sex relationships are today. If I could have everything a relationship offers with none of the responsibilities or attachments, boom, I want that. You know why people want relationship models like this? Because relationships are inner work. That's what they're for. Again, we talked about this in my book. There's the spiritual aspect of relationship, and then there's the social aspect. The spiritual aspect is saying this motherfucker is here as your chalkboard for you to write out what the fuck you see about yourself. This person is reflecting back to you what needs to be worked on. You know how many people refuse to be in a relationship because they keep seeing aspects of themselves that they've been trying to bury? Mimi?
I feel like sometimes men are able or women are able to talk people into things because think about how many times we say, oh, he played me, or they was running game. That game is what got them draws down. You know what I'm saying? So the game that we're talking about is what made it actually happen to that next level. Don't get it wrong. When you see people, you do want to hit that. I'm not disagreeing that part. But what part I am adding to it is that people do decide they want to hit that and you may not want that, and they will work on you until it happens. And you'll be like, dang, how did I start messing around with you? You can't believe it happened because it happened out of nowhere. You're not even really attracted. You're just, something happened and y'all like glued in together some type of way.
But by any type of game, you got to get dealt in.
Exactly.
Ain't nobody that you just ain't to sit at the table and just think that you just already in the game.
Right.
You got dealt in. You let the dealer know that you was in for it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So you
got your hand.
Exactly.
Y'all playing.
Who playing?
You women.
Playing
And you
at
try.
what?
Listen, men built this society, right? But you guys have bought in to this society, and now you playing a game that you didn't construct.
But like Peaches said, you know, I'm not gonna let nobody gonna get at me and then talk me out of my drawers unless I have some. Like, give you some, like, clue or whatever that I actually wanted done.
Taught to be
I
a
sat
victim.
at the table.
You've been taught to be a victim. You've been taught to blame. You've been taught to shirk responsibility. So it's built-in excuses for making bad choices.
Even though I've been taught...
Do y'all disagree with that?
Even though I've been taught... I've been taught the game at the same time. Just because I wasn't a person that voluntarily came to the game don't mean I eventually didn't play it.
But listen,
I learned how to play it.
But listen, just like Peaches said, women choose. Regardless, women choose. And if women are doing the choosing, the game is an excuse for them.
Let me explain something.
If women are doing the choosing, then the game men run, right? The game we spitting, the macking and the talking and all the shit we do. You already know what it is. And you use the game as an excuse to exonerate yourself from the bad choice you made. Yes or no?
True. I agree wholeheartedly with that because of the simple fact that when a man approaches us as women, say you at the club, he approaches you. You already sized this nigga up. You know he's your physical type. Or like Mimi said, if you're not attracted to him, that nigga might have savoir-faire. He might have something about that. You know, he
but
just
you
might
gotta
have that
stop
something.
with the double standards because a man is immature if his dick is choosing women. So shouldn't a woman be considered immature if her pussy is doing the same thing?
Yeah, we both equal in that.
Oh no, I don't believe it.
We are equal in
I
that.
don't
We are
believe it.
immature in that nature because men pick on physical just like women do. When we see y'all, we picking on the physical. And like Mimi said,
Really?
a nigga can get to know you and you might
But Claire
change your mind.
Kidd said you can't get close to that pussy unless you stimulating the mind.
Claire Kidd
She got a minefield around her
She
pussy.
said that niggas do what she want them to do when they get that tough talk pussy.
That's a different kind.
Go on, tough talk.
I don't understand where I came into this conversation. I think that it's equal, and I've talked on this before, that when a lot of women say, well, I don't like the fact that men have done X, Y, and Z. My mother told me this when I was 14 years old, and it's reigned true, and I believe it, and it is one of the things that I always say. A man will only do to you what you allow him to do to you. So at the end of the day, you can cry victim, you can cry wolf, you can cry anything that you want, but you are always consistently presented with a choice in life. Every time somebody shows up, you are presented with a choice, whether you are going to interact or decline. Every time you're presented with a choice, every single fucking time. So if every single time that same brother has been showing up and you keep choosing, you've chosen what you want to do. Every single time.
I take it like, when you're on, I'm sorry, on Stars, like on Stars, they give you a free 3-day trial. But if you don't cut it off, it's going to charge you. A lot of times we have come into some dick that.
Hold on, let me get you right, Pastor.
Wait, here she goes. Nigga.
A lot of times. Well, quiet, come on. A lot of times you have come into some 3-day trial dick that you forgot to cancel,
dick,
and it didn't charge you. I said it charged you.
Yes.
Hey, and now you stuck with a monthly plan you didn't originally pay for.
Yes, ma'am.
But he's stuck in the house, baby.
Teach, Lord.
Hey! Oh, $9.95.
Okay.
Thank you, Star.
Thank you. All right.
Okay, you lost us at the end here. Pastor, nothing
I did.
at all.
I had to do an ending benediction song. Thank you.
Let me just say again, society is set up for women to make excuses about the choices that they make. Period. You get to bash a nigga for catching feelings in a situation that was designed for no feelings to be involved. I'm just fucking. We just fucking. I didn't want nothing else. But if you catch feelings, he's heartless. He's a dog. Right? Yeah. Society is designed for y'all to make excuses for the bad choices you make. Society is also designed to hold men accountable for everything. I know you want to say something. You've been wanting to say something.
At the end of the show.
So why would you say that during the show?
Mouthing.
Mouthing. Yeah, it's too much mouthing. I'm telling y'all, you guys have it hard because there's so much stereotypical judgment associated with your yoni. When you break out into independence and I'm going to be sexually free, the average man is looking at you like, I'll fuck. But I ain't fucking with her. That's not wifey. The average man, and I'm not saying the average man is on some high consciousness level, but the average man is like, can't take that home to mama, but I can take that home like a TV dinner, warm that shit up and participate.
Lean cuisine.
You understand? So how do women set standards in the new age? New age relationships where monogamy is transparent or whatever it is. I don't know what the fuck it is. It's fluid. They use word like fluid. It's fluid monogamy. The fuck that mean? We're monogamous this week. Like it's like weird rules and shit that's changing, right? So how do you guys get your needs met without being judged by society? You think it's impossible?
I mean, you're always going to be judged by society, just like the people in the little, like the chat, how they like say what they say. So there's always going to be those people. There's all in every aspect of life. So I think that the main thing is just finding a person that like you genuinely connect with through all of society and the norms and in today's society versus 20 years ago, in the memes and the self-help books and all that other shit. It's just about connection.
You guys are not going to be happy until you learn how to live in your own skin.
That's what I'm saying. Like sticking to your morals.
Well, morals, again, an idea. You have to look at an idea as a certain type of container. Now, what you don't want with a container that you drink from, you don't want to put a lid on it. Right? You don't want to put a lid on it. You don't want to close it off.
So, so maybe not, I feel where you're coming from. So maybe not morals, that was the wrong word. I think ultimately that connection, but then it all, to me personally, it all just starts from self. So I think like once you really know what the fuck you're doing, like everybody else's opinion is really not gonna like really, I mean, that's just where I'm at personally. It's not everybody else's opinion and how they feel about certain shit. It really doesn't really apply to me until it does.
Well, you're like a fucking female, excuse me, I shouldn't say that. A woman.
No, I agree. We said
African-American.
that wasn't a thing, right? We said we didn't care.
Okay, cool. Y'all don't care. Okay.
Yeah.
A female African-American iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you are. You're very individualistic, isolated, and insulated. The unfortunate part about that is we live in a society that doesn't have privacy anymore. Right?
Android.
And thank you. This is your mic right here? Yeah, thank you. It's off. Again, you talk like an automaton. Relationship is a place you are supposed to be vulnerable in. You know how hard it is for you to be vulnerable? Fear is like a part of relationships' DNA structure now. Fear and ego. It's a part of the DNA structure of modern day relationships. I keep telling you, this is why let's just hook up and nothing else, no strings attached, makes sense. Again, relationships are sticky. Entanglement happens. Why did I meet this person at this time in my life, at this particular place? For what purpose did this shit happen for? Now, it's easy to preempt these connections, but it's hard to get them out of your spirit energetically. You can move on to a new situation, and all you've done is convoluted a lesson you should have just gone and went through when you met the person. But because most of us are fucking control freaks and we're trying to get more than we invest. Does that make sense? Trying to get more than we invest.
That's right.
Right? We tend to get played. We overplay ourselves. We overextend ourselves. We overplay our hand. This shit is crazy.
But relationships take on the shape of water. It's whatever container in which the two of you have built, that's what it's going to form. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of, you really can't it's something you can't even compare anything else to, because two people, the same two people are not going to make the same, container. They're not going to be made up of the same thing.
But what do you mean?
I'm saying that you come. I'm talking about it because the shape of water already it takes up the shape of whatever is in.
Right.
So the two of you, one of you could be completely empty or half empty and stuff like that. It's just two different people coming together to try to make something work, and you don't know how damaged the other person is. Your pussy don't know how damaged that person is. All that your pussy know is that person is attractive to you.
Let me ask you a question. Can you be with someone who is more damaged than you?
I mean, both of y'all on the markdown,
No. I'm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I work at a grocery store. That's what happened.
I'm asking. This is a serious question, drunkard.
Yeah. I'm not drunk.
I'm asking a serious question.
Uh-huh.
Do you think spirit allows you to date someone, to get with someone more damaged than you?
So many times we go against our spirit. It's ridiculous. So, I mean, it may tell you and warn you not to do that, but we do it anyway.
So it's a yes.
Because I don't know what the fuck that was. I don't know if it was a yes. Or
No, that was a yes.
So yes.
Yes.
Spirit allows you to get with somebody that's more damaged than you.
I wouldn't say spirit allows you. I think we, your ego. Maybe more ego.
Where does spirit end and you begin? Where does spirit end and your ego begin? And vice versa.
It's all get mixed up, so I guess.
And we're done here.
Okay,
Thank you.
Let me. All right, so it's everything.
Can I say something? Just to bring it in. It's low frequency and high frequency, and you have to pay attention to where you are when you meet somebody. Did you meet them when you were in a space of feeling lonely, isolated by yourself, needing company, feeling needy? That's going to come from a lower vibrational standpoint. You're going to attract somebody on a lower vibrational scale. If you're meeting somebody after you have done your work, you are feeling good about yourself, you're moving into what you feel your purpose is, and you meet someone, that's a higher vibrational resonance and frequency that you're meeting somebody at. So are they more damaged than you? That is perspective. Based on what you may think they are, they aren't. But at that time, you were on that same lower vibrational frequency they were on, because you have to match. It has to match the frequency. So at the end of the day, you don't get with anybody that's mismatched at the time they come into your life.
There we go. That's what I'm looking for. You don't get no mishmash socks.
You do. I do. At
No,
the
you
laundry.
don't, baby.
I do
I'm talking about in
sometimes.
relationships. You don't get mix match.
Okay.
You get what you are.
I don't think it at the time, but it turns out there.
Listen. You can use the caveat at the time. You can use that caveat. That's the separation between a stepping stone relationship and a cornerstone relationship. Stepping stone relationships come in and give you something and then move on. You get what you are. And a lot of women's problems in relationships is that y'all don't accept what you got because you think you better than you are. Any pushback?
It's a healthy self-esteem.
It's a healthy delusion.
Call it what you want. Some people need that.
This is why your relationships is fucked up.
They are. Honest moment number one.
But to use what Sarah was saying about the container, I will say that water rises to the level. So whatever level you're at is the same level that they're at. So that's that meaning, and that's why it's like it is important after you get out of a relationship, a situation, a casual encounter, or whatever, to then decipher, is this what I want again? Because that's how it happens again, is you not taking a step back and saying, how did I get that? Yeah, maybe they were an asshole, but how did I attract the asshole?
Because you're an asshole.
Well, but yes, but eventually leading to that. But it's still asking that to really take a self-reflective look at what about me, regardless, what maybe it is an asshole, or maybe I just feel like this is all I deserve, but why is it I feel unworthy of anything more?
I see. Let me tell you something about deserve. There's a lot of women throw deserve around. You deserve what you get every time. In order to have what you want, you must first learn to want what you already have. And in most cases, you don't want yourself, which is why it's easy for you to discard what comes to you. I know. I know. This doesn't feel good. This is why casual sex makes sense. Because guess what? A bum and a billionaire can experience an orgasm. That fleeting moment of ecstasy, a bum and a billionaire can experience it. But what about sustained meaning in your life? This is why most people in relationship are what I call stimulation hunters. They have to constantly be stimulated. There's no real substance. All right, we started the conversation. You guys finish it. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Mimi, and Peaches, what do you have to say?
You guys, if you're in town on August 7th, come down to Falcon Inn. It's going to be a dope show. All headliners, 5023 Rosecrans and Hawthorne. Check us out.
That was the worst fucking check us
out. Before the show. It's
May,
just I didn't know how much time
what up,
we had.
baby May? Talk to us. Where can people find you?
You can find me at Mela Way, MAELAWAY on IG. MAELAWAY.
I love it. Just because you desire it doesn't mean you deserve it. Critical thinker. Here we go, drunkard.
Oh, not a drunkard.
Drunky Smurf, talk to us. Where can I find you?
Okay, you can always listen to Sundays with Sarah on Dash Talk X on Sundays at 5 o'clock. I do actually record on Wednesdays from 6 to 7. So check me out on my Facebook, 6 to 7.
Hopefully you're sober
I'm
on
totally
your shows.
I'm totally sober. And you can also check me on the 9th. Me and Donnie at the Mason Lodge on Western.
Oh, okay, cool. Nice. You guys Eastern Stars?
No,
Okay,
we're
cool.
at comics.
Here we go. Claire Kia.
You can find me on Instagram at Love Sex Music with the K, all one word. That's starting in August, and that's it for now.
I love it. Peaches, you already said what you was.
Y'all can reach
Pass
me
the
at
mic.
DAUGNEKEITH on Instagram. That's Donnie Keith on Instagram, Donnie Keith Comedy.
And then Mimi keeping it real with Mimi.
It's your girl Mimi. Check me out every Thursdays, Keeping It Real with Mimi on acceleratorradio.net. Look for the aunties coming out in August here on Dash Talk. Matter of fact, that's with the Voice of Reason Radio, baby. So we'll see y'all next week.
All right. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. Thank you so much. We're going to get the fuck up out of here. I'm going to holler at y'all.
Bye, y'all.
Next week. There we go.
I need to take this back.